Ariel, a little bit of a different question here. I wanted to ask it because of your area of expertise. Which current Nick do you think would be the best UFC fighter?
All right, so current Nick, it's a tough one. A week ago, yeah, pretty much a week ago, I would have said Jericho Sims, but he
Mm,
doesn't qualify anymore. That is a big boy with big,
mm,
broad shoulders and very, very strong. He's not an option, and so I'm torn between two guys.
mm.
Josh Hart is scrappy. Josh Hart likes to take a punch and could certainly deliver one if we're playing in this fictitious world of NBA players fighting, and historically they're not great punchers or fighters. But I just feel like he would be scrappy and he would find ways to win. The other one that I'm curious about, and I have a soft spot for him because I never thought that there would be an individual with the name Ariel H on the Knicks. It's the closest I'll ever get to being a New York Knick, and that's Ariel Helwani, who has the range. He's got the reach. He seems like a tough dude as well. And so I would say, yeah, there it is, Ariel Helwani, my guy. I want to get a custom Ariel H jersey and pretend that this is me on the Knicks because I was blown away when this transpired. I will be honest, I was not familiar with Ariel Helwani this time last year around the draft time, and so I think Helwani, who is someone, by the way, that I would love to see get more minutes. You guys are talking about depth and bench and whatnot. Every time he played in that Raptors game, he has these nice bright spots, and then he disappears, and then he doesn't play for 3-4 games. It's very bizarre. And so I'm torn between Josh and Helwani. All time Nick would have to be Oak. Oak for sure. The toughest of all time. That would be my guy. One of my favorite Knicks ever. That's a guy that you want. You want on your squad, and if you're an opponent, you don't want to be facing him. And he did throw some hands back in the day as well, and looked pretty damn good doing it. So I would have to go with the Oak Man.
Is it a tough call, Anthony Mason versus Charles Oakley, or is it an easy one?
Ultimately, and it's a great shout. May he rest in peace. I adored Mace, but ultimately, Oakley was more willing, I felt, to throw hands. Sometimes when you're that built as a fighter, when you have those kinds of muscles, you tend to gas out a little bit. It's a lot of show, but no go, if you will. And not suggesting that Mace wasn't a tough dude. He certainly was, but Oak was a little trimmer, and he never backed down. He was the true enforcer on those teams. And so, by the way, I think Starks would have been great too, a bit of a berserker as well. So I wouldn't discount him too, but ultimately you got to go with Oak.
All right. Well, we appreciate you allowing us that hypothetical and sharing your expertise.